compliance has been over the years, if you think of PCI DSS, for instance, but even more so nowadays and this year, a major driver for organizations, public or private, to put security in place in the form of processes, solutions, and so on in order to obviously improve their security posture, but also comply with a number of mandates, which are typically a mix of national, local, regional, industry-specific or global. So if you take the case of the UAE, the government has put these information assurance standards in place, certainly for government entities to comply with, but it's also important for the private sector to look at. GDPR is obviously more Europe-centric, but extends to the rest of the world as you deal with EU nationals in order to keep their data safe according to that regulation which came into force earlier this year in May. So that obviously gets a lot of attention in the region as well, in Middle East and UAE, for organizations that deal with, as part of their activities, EU nationals. So then they would also want to be compliant with GDPR. So that's why this year GITEX is important for us. is a big event for us year after year. We've been present there for 16 years. So once again we have a stand there in the security section, in the security hall. But it is true that obviously we'll be talking about solutions and products, but the focus is more on compliance in terms of messaging and in terms of discussions we want to be having with customers and partners and that will be visiting us, because that's at the top of everyone's agenda nowadays, over and beyond obviously the classics around data security, breaches and cybersecurity solutions. But compliance is really what everyone's talking about now and looking at, because when you need to comply with a mandate, that typically becomes your absolute priority before anything else.